Hello everyone, my name is Jaya and this is my YouTube channel and welcome to Dancer Chronicles. For those who don't know, my name is Jayaabond Mitchell. I'm a professional classical dancer in Washington, D.C. I'm also an adjunct professor in Washington, D.C. I started dancing at the age of 3. I continued my training all the way through college, where I got my degree in dance. I got a BFA at George Mason University. So I'm making this segment on my channel to kind of talk about the experience of being a Black dancer, a Black female dancer in the industry. It's Black History Month, so I thought that it will be a perfect time to discuss some of these topics. So if you want to hear or are interested in what I got to talk about, then just keep on watching. Okay, so first things first, I need to say this. This is my experience that I'm speaking on. I can't speak for anyone else in the industry, but this is some of the things that I went through, that I've witnessed, and I think that they should be talked about. I haven't really heard anyone else really talk about it, especially on YouTube. They very well might be out there, but I wanted to start my own segment and speak about my own experience as a professional Black dancer, professional Black female dancer. And that is important because your experiences are different depending on what your gender is, or if you even go by gender in the dance community. So I'm speaking on me as a cisgender female. Am I saying that right? That's what I'm speaking on. So there's a couple topics I'm gonna talk about in the Dancer Chronicles. I'm gonna name all of them and they will be different videos, but I will probably be wearing the same things. I'm gonna record all at one time. Okay, don't judge me. Hair, complexion, body type, inconveniences, professionalism, and inclusion will all be separate videos. Some of the topics in here I'm gonna talk about multiple times in every video because if it applies, then I'm going to talk about it. Also, hold on, let me give y'all a lip and I'll be right back. Okay, now she has a lip on. What do we think? I was talking and I was looking at myself and I was like, I can't even see your lips, girl, because I had foundation. Anyway, you don't care. This video's topic is going to be about hair. So as a Black female in the dance industry, the professional dance industry, hair is honestly a bigger deal than you would think. Some experiences that I have had with my hair, as dancers know, when you're performing in a show, whether that's like a recital or like just a show, you may have more than one piece. And depending on the choreographer, if it's the choreographer for the entire show, you're usually better. But if it's like different choreographers within the show, they want different costumes, of course, and they want different looks for each piece. But sometimes choreographers will want you to switch your hairdo, right? And as a Black female, and to all my Black females out there, you know that once your hair is in a style, whether that's a slick back bun, a fro, a braid, or anything, it's usually stuck like that for the rest of the time during your performance, only because you put so much product and stuff in your hair to keep it slick and keep it down that it's really hard to switch it in 2-minute time frame. And even if I did have an hour to switch it, my hair doesn't dry for days. So if I was going from a fro to a slick bun, maybe I could do it in like 30 minutes, but it's a really inconvenience for us to try and do that. And I've had a choreographer when I was in college tell me, I was in the first piece of the show and I was in the last piece of the show, which was her piece. And the first piece of the show, the choreographer asked me to have my hair out. And then when it came to her piece, she wanted it to be in a low bun, which, like I said, it's very hard with curly hair to go from a curly fro to a slick back bun, like edges swooped slick back bun, not like just gather your hair, but like slick. So I told her, I was like, you know, I can't go into a slick bun, but I can grab all my hair and pull it to the back. You know, I'm on stage anyway, so it's pretty far. You're not gonna see like the slick or not. And she told me when I got off stage, or when it was a tech rehearsal, she told me, I hope you do something with your hair because it looks wild. Like, it looks really wild. What you won't do is call my hair wild. That's what you won't do. And second of all, there's a different way to say it. I think she actually also said you need to tame your hair because it's wild. Sweetie. Okay. It's very interesting that, choreographers, especially, like I said, the straighter hair ones, will be like, you need to do this with your hair and do that with your hair. But what if I told you to do something that was kind of impossible for you, right? Like, it's almost close to impossible for me to bring my hair back from from a fro into a bun, a slick bun, just as impossible it is for you to make your hair curly like mine. So instead of us trying to make each other do things that are kind of impossible for one another, why don't we come to a middle ground where there's a style that works for all of us? Why do we have to pick one style and then another? Or why don't we just work with each other for what we have? Because compromise is what it's all about, right? So that's also an idea, perhaps. Also, this happened when I was doing a costume fitting, and the costumer, my choreographer asked if my hair could be out, and the costumer was like, "Oh, wild!" Like, she was getting ready to say "all wild," and he cut her off and said, "Her hair is beautiful," and that right there was like, the fact that I didn't even have to defend myself, my choreographer defended me, it just shows that that's a problem. When it comes to costuming and when it comes to uniformity, I get it, but if you're going to have a ethnic person in your dance company or in your piece, then I think you should kind of realize that there's been this stigma of straight hair is the only hair. If it's like I said, a show with multiple choreographers and you're not the only person, then you need to understand that what you're asking is honestly inconvenient and honestly self-centered. And I understand that you have a vision for your piece, but I'm pretty sure a person's hair is not going to take away from that. So, and I was a competition dancer back in the day in high school, and shout out to my coach Smith. She always, with competition dance, the same thing. You want uniformity completely because it's about everyone looking the same. And she had black girls, white girls, Asians, everyone in between on the team. And she made sure she always picked hairstyles that worked for everybody. And that is amazing to me. Also, shout out to my director, Dana. I love you. For never making me feel as though I had to straighten my hair. Whenever we did costumes and things like that, he always asked me, well, what can you do? Instead of telling me something that he may not know about, which is my hair. He always just asks me my opinion on what I can do. And he'll give me options like, can you do a bun? Can you do a ponytail? And he'll do that, and it's not just for me either. He'll do that to all the dancers. Like, one of the girls, she had long hair, she cut her hair short, and he just is like, okay, well, just wear your hair out, it's short, it's fine. Like, he always made a compromise for everyone. And we looked good together, we danced well together despite our hair. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him, because like I said, I don't think he understands how monumental that was, but there's been so many other choreographers that want you to straighten your hair. It's just not fair, It's like, that's not naturally who I am, and everyone else gets to be naturally who they are, but I have to be the one to straighten my hair. It's not fair, and it's damaging to my hair. And I'm not one of those people that I'm not putting no heat on my hair, because I definitely do straighten my hair every now and then, but it's a lot if it's all the time. I don't straighten my hair all the time for myself, so why would I straighten my hair all the time for someone else? Why do we have to keep on going on the standard of one person's beauty? It's not fair. And you're telling me I can't be a good dancer, I can't be a great performer unless my hair is able to change all the time? Anyway, so that's my pet peeve about hair. And I have it pretty easy on my side. I have my hair is honestly not as hard to manage, I should say. And I have long hair, so I'm able to straighten it and go do all these different types of styles. But to all my other women who have shorter hair or coarser hair or whatever, have a harder time trying to switch these styles that you ask for. Like I said, I can speak on my end and how it feels for me with my hair. I can only imagine someone who, like I said, hair may be shorter or maybe coarser. It's definitely harder to go switch styles or straighten it to curly. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so that's my little spiel on hair. in the dance community. I think we need to start redefining what is the standard of beauty as a performer. When you're performing, is your hair, if a curly hair girl is out, if her hair's out, is she wild? Or is it just her hair? You know? Excuse me. Yeah. Anyway, I'm ranting. That concludes this hair video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you again with another Dancer Chronicles. Bye!